Hey there, if you absolutely love structure, precision, and literally turning a blank digital canvas into something perfectly measured, well, you are in exactly the right place. In today's explainer, we are mastering how to draw a precise 100mm by 50mm rectangle using the line command and ortho mode in AutoCAD. And we'll be doing this by strictly following the four corners. I know, it sounds super simple, right? But mastering this specific spatial workflow, it's honestly the absolute bedrock of digital drafting. So you might be wondering, how exactly do we turn a bunch of basic, open-ended lines into a perfectly closed 100 by 50 shape? It's not just random clicking, it requires a really deliberate, methodical sequence. Okay, let's dive into this and map out our exact interface journey. Before we start mapping out our coordinates, we gotta get our digital tools prepped. Now, as a quick reminder, building on our previous lesson, we need to activate two absolute necessities here: the line command and, of course, invoke ortho mode. Without ortho mode locking us into those perfect right angles, we're basically just sketching blindly and, hoping for the best. But with both of these active, we've got the solid foundation we need to execute some truly precise geometry. Let's actually set our exact parameters before the drafting even begins. First up is our width data, which is 100 millimeters. Literally every horizontal movement we make today is going to be governed by this exact number. Next up is our target height data, sitting at 50 millimeters. This strict numerical input is kind of the secret sauce to accurate spatial software design. We aren't just sketching here, we are actively dictating exactly how much real estate our object is going to occupy. So that's 100 wide and 50 high. To execute this flawlessly, we really need to conceptualize our shape through four distinct corners. We'll just call them 1, 2, 3, and 4. Think of these as your narrative anchors or spatial checkpoints. We're not just drawing a box, we're actually traveling from one highly specific coordinate to the next in a very controlled sequence. So, where does this whole thing actually begin? Well, corner 1, naturally. Now, for this specific exercise, it really doesn't matter exactly where this lives in your drawing area. This first click is simply our arbitrary starting anchor point. You just pick your spot, click, and boom, our journey has officially started. From that initial anchor, we make our very first precise movement. Using our active line command, we're going to extend our line out to a width of exactly 100 millimeters. And just like that, we've established corner 2, and the entire bottom base of our rectangle is securely in place. Pretty easy so far, right? Okay, now we need to move up. And this brilliantly illustrates why we invoked ortho mode earlier. Guided by that perfectly locked-in right angle, we just guide our cursor in a vertical direction and punch in 50 millimeters for our height. That securely places corner 3, and hey, it gets us exactly halfway through our shape. All right, from the heights of corner 3, we're heading on back. We're basically mirroring our very first step. But this time, we're entering a width of 100 millimeters toward the left side, right across the top of our shape. That leftward pull establishes our final coordinate, which is corner 4. So we have our 4 corners, but you know as well as I do that a shape isn't really a shape until it's closed. From corner 4, we take the final, honestly super satisfying action of drawing a 50 millimeter line straight down. This perfectly bridges the gap and drops us right back to our starting anchor at corner 1. The loop is officially closed. Let's move to and see how this builds together into one overarching, seamless chronological journey. Think about it step by step. First, we located corner 1 anywhere. Then, we drew 100 millimeters out to corner 2. Third, we went 50 millimeters vertically to corner 3. And finally, we drew 100 millimeters left, then 50 millimeters down. We just let the software's constraints do all the heavy lifting for us. When you look at the entire coordinate path summarized like this, you really realize that we aren't just drawing. It's almost like we're writing code. From corner 1 to 2 horizontally, 2 to 3 vertically, 3 to 4 on the left side, and that downline back to 1. By trusting those specific commands and precise measurements, 100 horizontal, 50 vertical, you can clearly see how we perfectly enclosed the space and totally eliminated human error. So you now know exactly how to leverage the line command and ortho modes to lock in perfect shapes by methodically following the 4 corners. Seriously, every massive skyscraper, complex mechanical part, and detailed floor plan starts with this exact foundational mastery of space and dimensions. So what complex real-world structures will you begin building using this exact foundational method? Keep exploring, keep drafting, and I will see you in our next explainer.